What's going on there, YouTube? And welcome to Fresh Comic Stories. Guys, this is the channel where we basically sit down and cover different kinds of comic book stories. Now, guys, today we are going to sit down and jump back into more Ultimate Marvel. Now, today, guys, we're going to pick up with Ultimates 2. Volume 1. Now guys, Volume 1 basically covers Ultimates 2 issue number 1 through 6. But guys, this is us finally picking back up with the Ultimates after covering the original Ultimates run almost a year ago on my channel. But now guys, today we are going to jump right back into Ultimates 2. And guys, I do hope you enjoyed this video, and if you do, please hit that like button down below and also subscribe for more comic book stories in the near future. But guys, let's dive into the Ultimates 2 Volume 1. Now guys, when it comes to Ultimates 2 number 1, you do have the writer of this book, Mark Millar, use this book as a way to kind of give us an update on how the world looks at the Ultimates. And what I mean is that, guys, remember, when it came to the Ultimates, they were made to protect America and only handle American problems, but also they should only be in America only, not in other countries. But the thing is though, guys, we pick up with Steve Rogers right now being flown into another country to go on a rescue mission to save a bunch of American hostages. But the thing is though, guys, this is Nick Fury crossing that line, because you told the public, you told the government, hey, listen, this team I'm building, they're only going to handle problems in America, not outside America. But here they are now going into other countries and doing things like this. And so that right there kind of scares the public, because as soon as Steve Rogers is able to bring those people back home to America, you have all these different news channels kind of like, look at this. This is not right. Yes, I'm happy those men and women are able to come back home to their country, but Nick Fury crossed the line. He told us that, hey, you superheroes will not be sent out into other countries, and here you are now. You are now out there in other countries doing SHIELD work. And honestly, that can scare other countries, but also scare the public here home in America. Now, thing is though, guys, you do have Tony Stark go on to each of these news channels as an interview, but as a way to say, listen, we're not going into other countries to handle war. No, we're going into other countries to bring back people home who got captured by those people in other countries. Remember, Steve Rogers was flown into the other country to save those American hostages, and that was it. He was not there to get any kind of, blueprints or anything. He was sent there only to save people's lives, and that's it. The Ultimates are not going to be sent out into Iraq, Iran, or wherever to handle different problems. No, we're here to just do the small things, protect the earth, but also just go out there and bring back people home who've been captured by other countries. Now, the thing is though, guys, we do jump over to Thor. Now, this part right here is honestly huge. Now, guys, when it comes to Ultimate Thor is completely different than his main Marvel Universe counterpart. And what I mean is that, guys, when it comes to Thor in Ultimate Marvel, he does believe that he is from Asgard, that he is the god of thunder. But the thing is though, guys, you have Mark Millar back in Ultimates 1 kind of give us the idea that Thor is just a crazy man. Matter of fact, guys, back in Ultimates 1, you have Mark Millar tell us that Thor was a psych patient, meaning that this man is a tad bit crazy. But the thing is though, guys, you have Thor walk into this restaurant, but the thing is though, guys, he does sit down to talk to Volstagg. Now, guys, Volstagg is honestly one of Thor's closest friends in the main Marvel universe. Back when Thor was a young boy, he had 3 close friends, and they were known as basically the warriors of three. But Volstagg was kind of like the main person Thor was close to. But the thing is though, guys, in the Ultimate Marvel universe, you have Volstagg come down from Asgard to warn Thor about Loki. He says, listen, your father Odin sent me down here to warn you about your brother because he has broken out of prison. Now the thing is though, guys, after Volstagg says that, you do have a waiter kind of walk up to Thor asking him, is he okay? And you have Thor asking the waiter, why do you ask? And the waiter says, because you have been talking to yourself for 5 whole minutes. Meaning that, guys, this is Mark Millar continuing with the idea of Thor being a crazy person, because Volstagg was never there. Thor was talking to himself. Now we do jump over to Steve Rogers, the Wasp, Bucky Barnes, and also his wife Gail. Now guys, remember, Gail is basically the ex-girlfriend of Steve Rogers back in the 1940s. But things though, after Steve Rogers had disappeared, Bucky Barnes and Gail got together. But things though, guys, right now you had these two couples kind of hanging out at some kind of big event. The thing is though, guys, when Steve Rogers leaves the event and he walks outside, he does get ambushed by a bunch of reporters. Now the thing is though, guys, these reporters are kind of like, hey, listen, word just got out that Bruce Banner was the Hulk, and last year the creature y'all stopped in New York who killed 800 people was Bruce Banner. Now guys, this is huge because back in Ultimates 1, yes, the Ultimates did fight against the Hulk. But the thing is though, guys, you had Nick Fury and S.H.I.E.L.D. tell the public and also the American government that that creature was some kind of monster that got released in the world, and the Ultimates went out there to stop it. Matter of fact, guys, Nick Fury never told the world that that was Bruce Banner, and Bruce Banner was trying to basically reproduce the super soldier serum. But the thing is though, guys, Nick Fury lied to the government, but also lied to the American public. And so now word got out that, hey, listen, it's you guys' fault that we had a Hulk situation in New York, the same Hulk that killed 800 people just last year. You guys are basically covering up your own tracks. What do you have to say? And Steve Rogers is honestly speechless. Now guys, when it comes to the second chapter of this storyline, you kind of have Mark Millar introduce the idea of Captain Britain. Now the thing is though, guys, we do not learn the origin of Captain Britain until later on in this story. As a matter of fact, guys, that is when we're going to learn everything about Thor and Captain Britain at the same time. But things though, guys, you have Mark Millar saying Iron Man is just helping Captain Britain out with some kind of mission, while Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch are on vacation. But the thing is though, guys, you have Nick Fury call up every single member of the Ultimates to come back to base, because this is huge. Somebody told the world that, hey, listen, Bruce Banner was the Hulk, and we lied to the public about it. But the thing is though, guys, at this point right here, we also come to find out Thor is no longer a member of the Ultimates. He left the team after the ending of Ultimates 1. But also, guys, we come to find out Iron Man and also Black Widow are now engaged. They are now engaged to one another. Now, the thing is though, when the team does come back together at the base of the Ultimates, you do kind of have Nick Fury ask him, okay, listen, I don't know who did this, I don't know why, but we need to come with a game plan to cover up our tracks. And so I'm going to tell you guys right now, Hulk is going on trial. Do anybody have a problem with that? Now, of course, you do have a few people kind of like, oh my God, are you serious? But you have Nick Fury say yes, because thing is though, guys, Hulk killed 800 people. He killed 800 people. And so right now you have the American government and also the public kind of like, listen, Bruce Banner has to answer for what he did. Yes, he was trying to reproduce the super soldier serum. But the thing is though, he got mad when his ex-girlfriend at the time went on a date with another man, and that pissed him off, and of course he turned into the Hulk by using the reproduced super soldier serum. But the thing is though guys, he killed 800 people, and so he has to answer for what he did. And so you kind of have Nick Fury say Bruce Banner is going on trial. Sooner or later, the Hulk is going on trial and we cannot stop it at all. Now, you do kind of have Steve Rogers think that it is Thor who's the one out there telling the public every single information, because Thor, he hates the American government, but also guys, he hates the idea of Hulk being locked away. But then so guys, you have Steve Rogers think, no, it has to be Thor. He's the only member who's no longer part of the Ultimates, meaning that he probably went out there and told somebody, and that's how word got out. And so you have Steve Rogers actually go and locate Thor at some club. But the thing is though guys, you have Thor tell Steve Rogers everything I just said. He's kind of like, dude, listen, I hate the American government, but I also hate the idea of the Hulk being locked away. Yes, he messed up. Yes, he killed 800 people, but honestly, it was a mistake. Now, leave me alone. I was not the person who told the public about your guys' little white lie. Now, the thing is though, guys, to wrap up chapter 2, you do have Charles Xavier stop by to talk to Bruce Banner. And guys, this is just Charles Xavier getting Bruce Banner ready for his big moment. This man is going on trial, and sooner or later, he might die, because they're asking him to be killed if he does become guilty for killing 800 people. And honestly, that's will be the end of chapter 2. Now guys, when it comes to the third chapter of this storyline, this chapter right here is probably the most important chapter in this video, and you'll see what I mean as we go through this chapter right here. But the thing is though guys, we do open up with the trial of the Hulk. Now guys, this trial, it does go on for a few pages. But the thing is though guys, you do have Mark Millar, the writer of this book, bring in Ultimate Matt Murdock, aka Daredevil, in as the lawyer for the Hulk. And you have Matt Murdock trying to defend the Hulk in court. But the thing is though guys, this is probably the toughest case Matt Murdock has ever taken. You have to defend a man who killed 800 people. Now, the thing is though guys, we do jump over to Betty Ross and also Bruce Banner. Now guys, at this part right here, this is Mark Millar building up on the trial, because you have Betty Ross and Bruce Banner both agree that they're both at fault for him being on trial right now. You have Betty Ross say, listen, I should have not gone on that date with that other man. I should have stayed with you. It's my fault that you basically took in that reproduced super soldier serum and turned yourself into the Hulk. If I had stayed with you, you would not be on trial. But the thing is though guys, you have Bruce kind of like, no, I'm at fault here, because I should have realized that you needed a better man, that you need someone who could actually be there for you. But the thing is though, I was so upset, I took that super soldier serum and turned myself into the Hulk. It's my fault. And so guys, you kind of have both people here say, we're both at fault here for me being on trial right now. And they both cry to each other. Now, the thing is though guys, we do jump forward a couple days, and we do pick up with Nick Fury walking inside the prison of the Hulk. Now, the thing is though guys, you have Nick Fury tell Bruce right off the bat that he's not guilty, that he is actually an innocent man, that the court ended today with them saying Bruce Banner is not guilty. And so you have Nick Fury pull out a bottle of champagne and kind of like, bruh, we're gonna celebrate right now because you are an innocent man. But the thing is though guys, as soon as Bruce takes a sip out of his cup, he gets knocked out just like that. Bam, out cold. And it's kind of like, yo, Bruce, like what happened? But guys, we come to find out the court said He was guilty. He was guilty. And again, the American public, they asked for the Hulk to die for killing 800 people. And so you have the Ultimates going on with their plan to actually kill off the Hulk. Now, the thing is though, guys, you don't have Mark Millar really show us how they killed off the Hulk. He just supposedly died. But the thing is though, guys, we do jump forward again a couple days ahead, and we do pick up with Hank Pym right now walking inside his apartment. But the thing is though, guys, as soon as he walks inside, he does get a message on his phone. And that message is basically coming from Bruce Banner. And he says, "You were right, Hank. It worked. I'm okay." Meaning that somehow Bruce Banner is a free man. He escaped the Ultimates, even though we saw a few pages of the Ultimates going on with their plan to kill off Bruce Banner. Something happened between that point and now where he got away. And now he's out there in the world. And the thing is though, guys, this does lead into Ultimate Hulk versus Ultimate Wolverine, another video down the road. Now guys, when it comes to the 4th chapter of this storyline right here, you do have Mark Millar use this chapter as a way to kind of give us the origin of Thor, but also the origin of Captain Britain as well. Now the thing is though, guys, we do pick up with a random protest happening right now in the middle of Italy. But the thing is though, guys, this protest is supposed to be a peaceful protest, meaning that there should be no violence at all. The problem is though, out of nowhere, you do have a few police officers attack some of the protesters. And of course, you do have Thor stepping in, and Thor is kind of like, listen, this was supposed to be a peaceful protest, and now it's not. Now the thing is though, guys, we quickly jump over to the Ultimates, and right now you have the Ultimates flying over to Europe and meeting up with the European Defensive Initiative. Guys, this right here is basically the European side of S.H.I.E.L.D. Now, at this point right here, guys, you do have Mark Millar give us the origin of Captain Britain. And the thing is though, guys, we get introduced to James Braddock. Now, James Braddock is kind of like the big scientist for Europe. He's kind of like Bruce Banner, but over here in Europe, he's the leading man. Now, the thing is though, guys, he was able to reproduce the super soldier serum, but kind of give it out to different people across Europe. And the thing is though, guys, he gave this super soldier serum to his son, Brian Braddock, who became Captain Britain. But the thing is though, guys, you also have James tell us, the readers, that you also have Captain Italy, Captain Spain, and Captain France. You have all these different captains from across Europe. It's them kind of expanding the super soldier project. Now, the thing is though, guys, you do have the Ultimates walk into another room, and guys, we get introduced to Gunnar Goldman, and I know I butchered his first name, but the thing is though, guys, Gunnar Goldman is actually Loki in the Ultimate Marvel universe, the half brother of Thor. But the thing is though, guys, Goldman is actually a scientist. He's not the god of mischief. And the thing is though, guys, you have Goldman tell the Ultimates the same origin I told you guys earlier, that Thor powers comes from the hammer. It comes from the harness he's wearing on his chest. The thing is though, guys, that harness, that hammer, they are literally machinery, meaning that Thor is a fake and his powers was stolen by the European side of S.H.I.E.L.D. And the thing is though, guys, you have Nick Fury say, we have to bring in Thor, because right now Thor had attacked those police officers at that protest. And so you have Nick Fury tell the Ultimates that you guys are going to team up with Captain Britain, Captain Spain, and Captain France to go after Thor. And the thing is though, we were able to locate Thor in Norway. So you guys have to fly out to Norway to go stop Thor, because Thor must be brought in for his crimes. He attacked police officers. And the thing is though, that is against the law. Now, guys, when it comes to the 5th chapter of this storyline, honestly, guys, this 5th chapter is just the Ultimates fighting against Thor. Guys, you have Mark Millar give us a 15-page battle. I'm pretty sure it's 15 pages, but you have Mark Millar give us a 15-page battle of the Ultimates fighting against Thor. Now, guys, remember, the reason why they're trying to bring Thor in because, one, he attacked police officers at that violent protest, but also because, hey, his equipment he used to become Thor is stolen equipment. And so right now you have the Ultimates fighting against Thor. They're trying to bring him in because of what he's been doing. Now, the thing is though, guys, of course, the Ultimates were able to defeat Thor only because they had backup this time. They had Captain Britain, Captain France, Captain Spain, Captain Italy. They had all these guys behind their back right now to basically help them fight against Thor. The thing is though, guys, after the Ultimates were able to defeat Thor, Thor gets locked up in Hulk's old prison. But the thing is though, guys, Hulk gets greeted by his brother Loki. Now, this right here, guys, this is a huge moment because, guys, remember, Mark Millar, this whole time in Ultimates 1, Ultimate War, and also the first 5 chapters of this storyline, sorry, 4 chapters of this storyline, Mark Millar had given us the idea of Thor is just a crazy man. He is not really Asgardian. Matter of fact, his powers are just coming from machines and that's it. He is not a real god of thunder. But the thing is though, guys, you have Loki appear in Thor's prison and he starts to talk to Thor, making fun of Thor. He's kind of like, I did all of this. I'm the one who basically got you locked up. I'm the one to make your friends turn on you, to bring you in. Because again, I am the god of mischief. But the thing is though, guys, you have Thor call out to his security guard saying, listen, there's someone down here with me, get him out of here. When the guard looks at the TV, all he sees is Thor, and that's it. And the guard kind of like, dude, you're down there by yourself. You're a crazy man. There's no one else down there. And guys, this is Mark Millar kind of giving the idea of, yes, Thor is crazy. Or actually, is he crazy? Because again, Loki is the god of mischief. He could really be there, and Thor could be really the god of thunder. It's him kind of saying, what do you believe in? Is Thor crazy or Thor is the god of thunder? Now, to wrap up the 5th chapter of this storyline, we do jump back over to Nick Fury. And the thing is though, guys, remember, Nick Fury in the Ultimates, mainly Tony Stark. But the thing is though, guys, you had the Ultimates tell the public and the government, we're not going to other countries to do other things like war or anything. We're only here for America. We're only going to handle problems in America, and that is it. We're not going to do anything else at all. The thing is though, guys, to wrap up chapter 5, you have Nick Fury talk to Captain America, Hawkeye, and Iron Man and say, listen, we got a problem in the Middle East. And this is Nick Fury basically breaking that promise, saying, hey, we're not going to other countries, but now we are. We have problems in other countries and we need to go out there and handle those problems. Now guys, when it comes to the 6th chapter of Ultimates 2, you have Mark Millar use this chapter as a way to kind of be an interlude between Ultimates 2 Volume 1 and Ultimates 2 Volume 2. Now with this chapter right here, he basically focuses on Hank Pym. Now, at this point right here, Hank Pym is honestly a free agent. He is no longer works for S.H.I.E.L.D. He is no longer part of the Ultimates. This man is literally a free agent. But the thing is though, guys, when it comes to Hank Pym, he's out in the world looking for a purpose. And he does run into, well, the Defenders. Now, with this group right here, guys, this is honestly a very, very strange concept in Ultimate Marvel. They are a group of people who want to be superheroes. The problem is though, guys, they have no powers. They have no fighting skills. And also, they do no superhero work at all. This team is a pointless team. But the thing is though, guys, you have Hank Pym run into this team looking for a purpose. Now, thing is though, guys, that part right there is honestly pretty minor. The more important thing about chapter 6 comes at the very end. We come to find out, guys, someone on the team is a traitor. And what I mean is that, guys, this person walks into Hank Pym's apartment, and this person does tell Hank Pym, listen, I was the one who basically told the world about Bruce Banner. I'm the one who's trying to change things for this world. And things are, guys, you have this person say, I am going to change everything for the betterment of this country and also this world. And it's kind of like, okay, who is this person? And guys, Mark Millar does not tell us at all. He's kind of like, that is going to be the big mystery. But you do have this person turn on Hank Pym's TV to show him, look, Nick Fury lied. Remember, Nick Fury told the world, we will not go into other countries to do anything at all. And here he is right now. He sent in the Ultimates to go to some country in the Middle East and right now taking all of their equipment. And it's kind of like, oh crap. He did lie and now it's on TV, and this is huge. And guys, at this point right here, we are going to end today's video. So guys, please leave me a like down below, but also subscribe for more comic book stories in the near future. Also, any suggestions on books I should read, well, let me know in the comments below. But guys, this is the end of today's video. Guys, I'm out of here. Later.